Where have you been all night?
Walking. Just trying to let the booze wear off so I could think.
And?
And it didn't work. Turns out you're the only one that can clear this up. You need to tell me what's going on between you and my son.
Congratulations. I heard you got your badge back.
Thanks.
Listen, so you know, this doesn't change anything. I'm still gonna work in forensics, and I'm gonna work really hard to get that promotion, which means that with you being back on the force, we're going to be working together a lot more than now, whether you like it or not.
I don't have to like it, but I'll live with it. As long as we keep things professional.
You're the one who's making this personal.
Miss Lord, Daryl's here to see you.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm sorry.
Kimi.
Kimi, thank you. Hello, Daryl.
Yo, what's really good, Dorian? I mean, Miss Lord.
No, Dorian. Mm-hmm.
Well, I brought the ad mats for you to look at before the issue goes to print.
Oh, never mind craze for the moment. What did you manage to dig up on that punk Rex Balsam?
I'm going undercover at Ultraviolet.
Yes.
If I can manage to drive a wedge between Rex and your daughter, then...
Keep your voice down because I don't know what Adriana would do if
I got it. Here.
Wonderful.
I ran a background check on the subject.
Aha. Just 1 second here. No, I'm afraid this is all very old news. My daughter knows all of this about Rex already. She thinks he's been reborn. She thinks he's been renovated, at the very least. What my daughter doesn't know about men.
I know. We're scum.
Look, you have got to find out something more, something new about Rex. I mean, something worse, really worse.
I'm on it. Oh, and you asked me to find out if Clint Buchanan and Vicki Davidson had gotten back from their trip?
And?
He's back.
Love the outfit.
You're kidding. Dorian Lord's a VIP at that hotel in New York. So she must have contacts there. She could have paid any one of them to plant dope in my room. Yeah, stay on it. See if you can link her to the guys who drugged me. One of them was named Hendrik.
Was that Bo?
It's a copy of the tape for Jameson, I guess.
Did you get any sleep at all?
I can't believe this has happened. That our daughter's a victim of abuse of a child pornographer.
Yeah, well, we just had to watch it. She had to live through it. No, Tess had to live through it. Oh, my God, that poor child.
Vicki.
Clint, how in God's name could I have let that happen?
I have a feeling that we're going to have to be stronger for Jessie than ever before, because I think that the doctor is going to want her to watch this tape so she can come to grips with her past, get some closure, be whole again.
Yeah, problem with that is that Tess's entire existence depends on that not happening. You know, Tess and Nash are going to be here soon. If she finds out we've got that tape, she's never going to let Jessica out again. She's going to fight like crazy, and Jessie won't have a chance.
Tess can't know that we have that tape. What'd you, Okay.
I'm trying to to avoid the whole family reunion moment, okay? I'm not ready to deal with Vicky. The way she looks at me, I don't know, she makes me feel guilty for not being Jessica.
You know, Vicky's been pretty cool lately. Not really. She begged me not to leave last time I was getting ready to go. I don't think she's the enemy anymore.
Yeah, right.
Not really. Don't worry. I'm not gonna go anywhere again. All right? I'm not gonna let anything or anyone hurt you. Promise.
Hey, Mom.
Oh.
Here, I'll get it.
No, I'll get it. It's just fine.
What is this?
Oh, that's nothing.
Look, Rex Balsam financial history, Rex Balsam marital records, Rex Balsam. You ran a background check on my boyfriend?
Wedding Bell Blues.
It's my latest blog. I'm writing about my engagement.
You're not even married yet and you're already blue.
Yeah, well, have you ever tried to plan a wedding? It's a full-time job from hell.
So all that happiest day of your life stuff is just a load of bull, huh?
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. You know I love Michael, but Rex, at the rate we're going, if my wedding day is going to be the happiest day of my life, it's going to be because it's over. You know, I wanted to go to City Hall, but Michael just had to get married in a church.
Make him plan it then.
I couldn't even get him to decide on a menu when I set him down in front of the food Rex. I need flowers, I need a dress, I need a maid of honor, and we haven't even decided on a wedding date. And the worst part of it is we had a fight, and now I'm not even sure I have a groom.
Look, I don't expect to make you happy, but I am going to take any case that I'm assigned to, and that means any case.
Just don't get ideas about a certain cold case. My father's murder is off limits to you and everyone else.
Dad's murder, huh? Well, that only happened 25 years ago.
I should let you two talk.
Don't get me wrong, Johnny. I'm thrilled you got your badge back. But looking into Dad's murder this far after the fact, I don't know.
They never caught the guy, Mike.
Yeah, and that's why you became a cop, right? Because every time you bust one of these guys, it's like you're busting the guy that killed our dad. Just like I became a doctor because that incompetent moron let our father die on the operating table. No matter how many lives I save, John, it's not gonna bring Dad back. And what if you do catch this guy, huh? What's it gonna change?
What's the emergency?
Well, if you were so worried, you wouldn't have stood me up last night.
Hey, hair trouble. Not mine, honey. Thank God for my color correction kit. Okay, so spill.
I need your help. I need you to help me help John.
I'm not trying to change anything, Mike. I'm trying to get some justice for the old man.
You remember after Dad died, Mom brought us to church, pray for Dad's soul. I remember you telling God that you were sorry. Like you had something to do with it. What's going on, John? You trying to avenge our father? Or are you trying to save yourself?
You know what I'm trying to save myself from, Mike? I'm trying to save myself from a lifetime of therapy. How's that?
I'm serious, John. Nobody's been able to catch this guy in 25 years. What if you can't do it? Are you gonna be able to handle that?
I don't know, but I've been living with it too long. It runs my life. It's time to put it to rest.
I see what's happening here. You're trying to fix yourself so you can get Natalie back.
Duke and I are just
Don't
friends,
lie to
that's
me.
all.
Just don't lie to me. What do you think? You think I'm blind? Huh? How many times have I walked in on the two of you with your heads together, holding each other? How many times have you shut up the second that you saw me?
We're friends.
You turned to him when you found out that I couldn't give you a baby. I heard you tell him that having a Buchanan baby meant more to you than anything in the world. I mean, what were you thinking? Huh? That if you couldn't have a baby from one Buchanan man, maybe you could have one from another?
Hey, thanks, Mike. Hey, look, you know what you were talking about before? This was not about now, you know, and I really don't want to talk about it anymore. So let's talk about you. Why'd you ask me to meet you here?
Talk about wedding stuff, but things have kind of changed.
How so?
Marcy wants to get pregnant. I mean, like, right after we get married, she wants to get pregnant, you know? I thought we'd wait a couple of years, you know? We'd have a couple of years to be together, you know? Just the two of us.
It's a pretty heavy issue.
I just don't understand what the big rush is, you know?
Well, you know, she never knew her mom, right? I mean, that might have something to do with it.
Yeah, it makes sense. But how can I have a kid when I feel like one half the time?
I know. Look at you. Oh, I know. I don't mean to make light of it. It's a pretty serious subject, and you and Marcy have some serious talking to do.
I wanted to talk to you about possibly being my best man, but Marcy and I don't work this out. It's not gonna matter, is it?
You will. Look at me. You'll have your wedding, and I'd be honored.
Really?
Yeah, and besides, who the hell else is gonna put up with you, right? Look, I gotta take off.
Right.
But, here. I'll see you.
Yeah. Hey, John.
Yeah.
Good luck, man.
You're talking about marriage and you're wishing me luck? You're gonna need the luck, brother.
That's right.
John's trying to find the man who murdered his father. He was shot in Atlantic City 25 years ago, same time you lived there.
So are you saying I'm a suspect?
No, of course not. No, I'm saying, look, you may have some contacts, people who know people.
Someone who knows something about John's daddy.
Exactly.
Hey, I got a good question for you.
Sure.
What are you getting out of this?
I cannot believe that this has happened. I simply cannot believe it.
Vicky, as hard as... We're gonna talk to Dr. Jameson. We're gonna figure out how to help Jesse, okay? And as difficult as it was to watch that tape, we had to do it. And we're closer now than we were before.
You know, you've been absolutely amazing. You've been so strong.
No stronger than you.
I thought about myself all the time, but I know it was just as hard for you to watch it as it was for me.
If I ever get my hands on that sick son of a bitch, I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, it wouldn't do Jessica much good, would it? Because she's had to live with that horror for most of her life.
Actually, it was Tess who had to live through that. Because she was abused, humiliated, treated like an object, but she endured it all so she could protect Jesse.
And nobody ever showed her that she deserved any better.
Until Nash. Nash, he showed her that there are decent men in this world. There is love and there is trust. He gave her some joy and happiness.
Yeah, and I'm very grateful to him for that. Oh, God, I'm so tired.
This was a mistake. We should go back to Napa.
We can't. It's not safe. Not as long as Reston is there.
I know, but I don't feel good about this.
Nash. Didn't hear you come in.
What are you two so uptight about? What happened when I was gone?
I would run a background check on anyone dating any one of my girls. Anyone dating me. Anyone who I was considering giving a job at Craze. It's just common sense.
You have absolutely no faith in me whatsoever.
I have no faith in Rex Balsam, especially after that horrendous drug episode in New York.
Mother, he was set up, okay? Someone forced him to take those drugs.
So he says.
No! The doctor confirmed it, okay? Rex was a first-time user. The test proved it.
Maybe he isn't a habitual user, but now that he's had a taste of it, I understand you just try it.
Why are you so determined to wreck this for me?
Because I want to spare you heartache and pain. Yes, my darling. Rex is pretending. It's only a matter of time before he makes a mistake, and then you're the one who's going to be hurt.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe he loves me enough not to make a mistake?
I used to believe that such a thing was possible, but I don't anymore.
Well, I still do. And I don't care what Rex has done in his past.
No, it doesn't bother you that he tried to frame me for murder?
No, it doesn't. Because he's changed and he has been nothing but wonderful to me. And if I find out that you've done something to try to break us up, I swear, Mom, I will never speak to you again.
Hey, aren't you Rex Balsam?
Yeah, why?
You own Ultraviolet, right? Yeah, I thought so. Yo, that's the hottest club in town. Off the hook, man.
Thanks. You are?
Daryl Johnston. I moonlight as a DJ. Thought maybe you could use somebody new on the ones and twos at UV.
Yeah, maybe. Drop by and talk to me sometime.
Oh, for sure. Nice to meet you.
So, you want kids, but the doc doesn't.
No, he wants kids. He just doesn't want them right away, so that's just been another thing we've been arguing about.
Look, I'm no expert, but if you're gonna have kids, it's gotta be what you both want. I never could figure out why my folks had me. Things are okay with Roxy and I now, but they were a little harsh when I was growing up. So my aunt came and took me to live with her. Not that she did any better.
You turned out great. You know you're a good guy.
Anyway, don't force Michael into anything, because the one who's gonna pay is the kid.
I'm impressed and a little shocked,
Why?
because that was actually really good advice.
Rox,
So what's up, Doc?
listen, I was just wondering, would it be possible for me to move me and Marcy to a suite? Because we might be needing more room soon.
Well, maybe you should switch with Johnny. It doesn't look like he's gonna be hooking up with anyone in the near future.
Okay, I'm not gonna touch that. Just keep me posted if something does open up, please.
Oh, yeah, sure. You'll be the first to know.
Thank you. See you later, Nat.
See ya.
Okay, let me see if I got this straight. Johnny wants you to find the guy who whacked his daddy?
Not exactly. He told me to back off in no uncertain terms.
Oh, so it's gonna be a surprise. You're gonna bring in the guy, you're gonna go surprise. This is him. And, you know, I made up my mind. You are the man. Oh, that's real romantic, honey.
No, that would be insane. That's not how it's gonna go. If you say anything...
I'm not gonna say anything, but, you know, well, how's it gonna be then?
John, he's helped me through a lot of rough times.
Yeah, he saved you bacon.
Exactly. I owe him. You know, now he's the one who needs rescuing, which is gonna be impossible. But I have to do it, you know? I have to pay him back for all the times that he's helped me.
Honey, Johnny's history looks a little messy. Why do you want to get in the middle of all this?
Officer Broust?
I retired from the force a long time ago. It's Pete Broust now. Who might you be?
John McBain. Your wife told me I might find you here.
McBain? Are you Tom's kid?
Yeah, I'm Tom's kid.
How's your brother Michael?
Michael, yeah, he's doing good.
Your father was a good man. I check in with your mother now and then. She said you went over the dark side, joined the FBI.
I was. I'm a cop now. Landview, Pennsylvania.
Just like your dad.
Something like that.
So, what's John McBain doing in AC?
Well, since you were my dad's partner for a lot of years, I thought maybe you could tell me something about his death.
I've never been able to get that out of my head. How can I help you?
We're just surprised to see you. I mean, why would you come in through the terrace?
Well, I wanted to skip the whole emotional family reunion, but I see I needn't worry. You both seem fairly underwhelmed.
Nash, thank you for bringing her home and for taking care of her.
The only reason that we're back is because this is where we're gonna have the baby. As soon as the baby's born, we're out of here. For good.
Why don't you two come into the kitchen? I'll fix you something to eat, okay?
That's a great idea. Come on, you haven't eaten since before the flight.
Good. Okay, whatever. Just forgot my purse. What's that? What is that? No! 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 What you're suggesting is unfathomable. How could you possibly think that
I don't know, maybe because of this. Huh? Please don't tell your father about it. It would really upset him. I saw you trying to burn this in the fireplace, and then you lied to me about it. And it's your handwriting, Kelly. So what is it that I'm not supposed to know?
Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm asking you. What are you gonna do? Get pregnant by my son? Pass it off as mine? That wouldn't be the first time, would it? The only difference would be that this time you'd have the right gene pool.
What's wrong with Kelly? Dad, what is it?
Tess, are you all right? Tess.
Tess, this is going to be just like the last time. Make another movie.
Tess, what is it?
I heard that you were back.
Dorian, I'm sorry. This is really not a good time,
I wanted to let
okay?
Clint know that I stopped by to see Asa.
I'm not kidding. This is not a good time. Please
I beg
leave.
your pardon. If there's anything I can do to help.
You can only do what you always do, which is to make matters worse. Now stop pretending to care about his family and get out.
Dorian!
How dare you speak to me like
leave.
that? No, it's rude and unforgivable. Believe me, I will not forget it.
Would somebody please tell me what's going on? What's going on?
Tess, we know what happened to you.
Maybe if John could get some answers about his father's death, maybe we'll bring him out of this dark cloud he's been under.
Well, maybe you're gonna make him worse.
Maybe. But he's determined to close this case, and even though I haven't totally forgiven him for lying to me, he's been a really good friend to me, and I really want to help him.
Hey, didn't he tell you to butt out?
He didn't mean it.
I'm just serious. The guy doesn't munch words.
Look, it took him a lot to admit that this is important to him. I mean, his father's killer, that's what makes John tick.
You're like a bomb.
Okay, Thomas McVeigh. He was off duty, and he got shot when he was trying to stop a crime. Okay, he was alive when he was brought to the hospital, but the doctor screwed up. He died in surgery. Do you remember any news like that?
I can't even remember what happened yesterday. But, you know, back in the day, I used to hang out with a tough group of guys. You know, maybe one of them remembers something. Or maybe one of them was the shooter.
Well, names? Any?
I'm not sure how close you got to the case back then.
I wanted to run the investigation when your dad got shot, but IA wouldn't let me near it. The guys who got the case came up empty. Not one damn lead. I couldn't help myself. I started to look into it on my own.
You have any theories, any suspects?
I got better than that. I know who killed your father.
You want to explain that to me?
What'd Kelly say?
I want to hear it from you.
Okay. Something happened that night when I had too much to drink. I mean, you ought to know something about that after last night.
Yeah, well, we're not talking about me, are we?
Okay, Kelly came to find me at Rhodey's and tried to get me right home. I was drunk, and I said some stupid things.
Some stupid things like what?
I told her that I wanted to find a woman like her.
Is that all?
Then I told her that I wanted her. Look, Dad, she dismissed it right away, okay? She's never been anything more than a friend to me. She loves you. That's why she even wrote this note, to protect you, so you wouldn't get hurt by some idiotic thing I said while I was under the influence.
So you telling Kelly that you wanted her, that was just the alcohol talking, right? Right?
Hey.
Hi. Hi.
Listen, I'm really glad that you're here because I've been thinking about some things. And,
Yeah, me too.
Listen, we don't have to have a baby right away. I'm sorry. I was being really, really unreasonable. You know, I mean, I want to have a baby right away, but if you're not ready to have one, then it doesn't really make much sense.
I don't know that I'm not ready. I do know that I would like to spend a little time with you. You know, just you, without having to share you with anybody. But a little time can be a little time.
Well, you know, maybe right away, you know, doesn't necessarily have to be right away.
You're still gonna marry me?
Are you kidding me? After all of that planning, you try and stop me.
Well, I better call John up and tell him that he should rent a tuxedo if he's gonna be my best man.
You know, I wish Jen was around. I should know everything that I was supposed to do, you know, and then I don't even know how to buy a wedding dress. I'm so clueless. I have no idea what I'm supposed to look for.
Excuse me. Sorry, I don't mean to butt in. I'm putting together the June issue of Craze, the wedding edition. And if you want, I could show you what we have so far. I could even go shopping with you if you think it'll help.
Are you kidding me? That would be, like, totally amazing.
Yeah, that would be really, really sweet.
It'll be fun.
You know what? I gotta head back to the hospital. My shift is starting.
Well, I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Adriana, I can't thank you enough. You are the best, and I'll give you a call if that's okay.
Yes, I'll look forward to it. Thanks. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You know, Marcy's right. You are the best.
Oh, it was nothing.
I think it's great that you're helping her out. She's gotten to be a good friend of mine.
Wish I could say the same about my mother.
What'd she do now?
She ran a background check on you. Can you believe that?
That doesn't surprise me.
Why not? I mean, I know my mother is relentless, but this is just... Do you know something I don't know?
Dare Vicky say that I was pretending to be sympathetic. I'm sympathetic.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, no. How did the beefsteak haché get burned?
The oven was too hot.
Oh, this has just been the worst day. You know, I think I must have walked in the middle of something, but Vicky, she created such a scene. It was only to get between Clint and me, you know? This is a war between me and Vicky, and I'll tell you, Clint is the prize.
Is what caused the DID on that tape?
You tricked us! Me coming back here had nothing to do with the baby. You just wanted Jessica to face what was on that tape!
Let's calm down.
No, don't you understand? Don't you see? They want to get rid of me. As soon as Jessica sees what's on that tape, I'm gone. They want me gone.
No, we don't want you gone. We want to help you.
Tess, you will always be a part of Jessica.
I don't want to be a part of Jessica's life. I have my own life.
Yes.
I'm out of here. We blew it, Nash. As soon as Jessica sees that tape, I'm gone. I'm out of here. I'm taking Jessica with me.
Oh my God. This is a disaster.
You know who killed my father?
In a way. I went to the hospital as soon as I heard your dad got shot. There was this kid hanging around, teenager, 15, 16, real nervous. Kept asking how Tom was doing.
Did anyone question him?
Before we could get to him, the kid disappeared. I filed it away, though. When I started going over the case of my own, I figured that kid had to know something. So I went out and looked for him.
And?
I had a good lead. But then I got called out on a domestic disturbance. I never saw the kid again. I never saw anything again after that night. The call went bad.
Yeah, I heard. I just didn't know the timetable. I'm sorry.
Nothing to be sorry about. I just got caught off guard. The case didn't go down the way I thought it would. Take it from me. Never make assumptions. Maybe the same thing happened to your dad. If he were here right now, he'd tell you not to take anything for granted. Things are never what they seem.
This kid, you gave a description of the homicide, right?
Yeah, but if they brought anybody in, I wouldn't be able to ID them.
You think maybe I could look at your case notes sometime?
Sure, but I got somewhere I gotta be right now. You come over to my house later. Johnny, it's been good talking to you again. Your dad'll be proud.
Thanks for everything. What the hell are you doing here?
I want to help. Now I know how.
Where's Kevin?
He's gone.
What happened?
I told him the truth.
Duke, I'm so sorry.
You know, Dorian would do anything to protect you. She loves you. You love her.
I know. I just hate being mad at her. Yeah, she wasn't around when I was growing up, and now I really need her. I know you know what it's like.
Yeah, I do.
I just have to make her understand that I'm not going to give you up, no matter what she does. What? Were you going to say something?
I'm just really, really glad to see you.
Hello?
It's Daryl. I just bumped into Rex. He's with Adriana right now.
Please tell me you've managed to break them up.
That might be a little harder than we thought.
I will not lose my daughter to that lowlife. Do you understand?
From the looks of it, you already have.
I had to leave a message for Dr. Jameson.
Nash, did you find her?
No, she took off in Jessica's car.
In Jessica's car? Let me call Bo. I'll have his guys look.
I don't know what's on that tape. But whatever it is has got Tess desperate. I've never seen her so desperate. In the mind she's in, she may well do something stupid.
Jessica, it's Tess. And if you want to stick it to Vicky, you'll help me make sure that she never sees Jessica again. If you or someone you know has been a victim of sexual assault, please know that you're not alone.
The National Sexual Assault Hotline is there to provide free and confidential help. Please call 1-800-656-HOPE or log on to rainn.org for more information. Thank you.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
I got a lead that could help us prove you're innocent.
What have I done? Yeah! What have you done?
You were her daddy. It was your job to know.
So you'll do it? You'll help me?
After 6 months in a coma,
Oh my God.
Nora wakes up. One Life to Live.